Envision a broken heart with incisions broken apart like a stalker. Who do I stalk in his walk? Learning to walk. I gotta move fast cause my time is losing its arc and my light is losing its spark like a painter leaving its mark. It's my signature. Painting pictures as vivid, you rarely missing the message or passage. Imagine, can you imagine the mash? We looking past it but grasp it but never grab it. The lavish one that can't have it. Hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop. I'll never forget May 25th. 1999 was my 8th birthday. Slick Rick the Ruler released The Art of Storytelling. Though I wasn't really big on hip hop, this album right here was soon to change my future forever. I mean, my brother went and bought it. He came home and that's all he played for almost the next 6 months. And every time he played it, I was there listening to it. Slick Rick inspired me to be the MC I am today. I mean, from his style, the way he said his words, his wordplay. I mean, everything about his flow and his style was different at the time that he released this album. A lot of people that's not really familiar with the culture would say that hip-hop and rap is the same thing. But in reality, it's really not. Hip-hop, you tell stories. Hip-hop is real life. Hip-hop brings the viewer and the listener into on the struggle that the MC is going through. Rap is more so of, I would say, fiction. I mean, it paints false pictures. It has the viewer believing that life is this way, but it's really that way. And that's why Slick Rick is such an inspiration to me, because he kept real to his craft. He kept real to himself. And as a writer and an MC, staying true to yourself is one of the hardest things that you come across trying to get into the industry. But let's be honest. Can one album really make me want to be an MC for the rest of my life? Can one artist really make his goals mine? Nah, not at all. But other artists and groups like the Wu-Tang Clan or Tupac or Biggie, now that's another story. And with that group of artists alone can make any young man growing up want to change everything he thought he wanted to do and become an MC. It wasn't until I was in the military where I actually started writing, started putting my thoughts on the paper. But every time I decided to sit down and write, I've always had these MCs in my head. I've always studied their work. I've always wanted to listen to them so I could better myself. Any MC can tell you one of the hardest things about being an MC is actually having people listen to your music or listen to what you got to say and actually listen and not just brush it off. It wasn't until we were on the ship, about my second year in the military, on the mess decks, having a little freestyle competition, just for fun. And my first time me letting my words come out my mouth, other than letting it just ramble in my head, people was feeling it. People encouraged me to keep going forward. So I found myself writing more. I found myself in my bunk, just writing everything I had going through my head on the page or in my notepad in my phone. And before I knew it, I had people coming up to me, asking me what I'm working on, what's the new piece I'm working on, or telling me to spit something for them because what I said really hit home because I was spitting some real stuff that they couldn't express themselves, but they lived vicariously through me as I expressed myself. Since the military, I was blessed to come across multiple opportunities. I was asked to speak at Valencia College during a hip-hop seminar for creative arts students. I also performed in downtown Orlando area multiple times. Just recently, I was a feature at Respect the Mic, which is a big venue on the underground open mic scene. Since I've been doing music, I've come across all types of artists. The rough artists, the psychedelic artists, the laid-back artists. But one thing all them artists have in common is that when they hear me, my music inspires them and it drives them to do better. And as an MC, that's all you really ask for. And as an MC, that's all I really ask for. Thank you.